Ricky Stanzi, quarterback out of Iowa. The main goal is to come in and show the coaching staff how you work, what kind of person you are, how you handle yourselves at meetings, how you handle yourself at the practice field, how you watch tape. I think those things that are, not looked at on the field because they're off the field things, they're very important here. And everything's being looked at, everything's being evaluated, so it's very important that you carry yourself the right way with everything you do around here. And I think the best thing to do is go out and work hard and be. I think the biggest challenge would be, starting as a young guy, as a sophomore, coming off a shoulder injury in the summer and having to go in and start with an arm that's not totally ready to be throwing the football in the Big Ten, and that was a tough challenge. But fortunately, I was surrounded by a great coaching staff with tremendous teammates, and it made it much easier to go out there and play, and much easier for me to do my job when those guys were out there helping me. I think from the past season, a throw against Wisconsin where we ran a double move, and we were able to put one down the field for about a 60-yard touchdown down the left side when we really needed some points. Was a throw I really liked because it was down the field and it was accurate. That's the one that sticks out from this year. And 2 years ago up at Michigan State, Marvin had a nice slant route on the last play of the game, and we completed that to win the ball game. And we put together a nice 2-minute drive there at the end to get the victory, and it was to keep us undefeated. So at that moment, that was a very big throw, and it was a very big football game for us as a team, and it really gave us a lot of confidence moving forward throughout the rest of that season. I think the quarterback position is very unique, and it's a tough position to evaluate, and there's tons of different ways to look at it. But for me personally, I think two things that I've always prided myself on is my work ethic and leadership. And I think there's certain ways to go about that. Always be the first one in and the last one to leave is something that's very simple, but it's hard to do. And that's important as a quarterback, that you have to hold yourself to a little higher standard when you're working, and you have to do things that other guys aren't going to do. And when it comes to leading, I think when you're young, you lead by example. You shut your mouth and you just do your work, and you show that you can play football well consistently. You show that you can work out very hard every day, whether it's on the field or off the field in the meetings. And once you do those things, you kind of establish yourself, and then you earn respect from your teammates and the coaching staff. And once you have that, you can be a more vocal leader if you choose to. I think that those two things have made a lot of quarterbacks great, and have kept some quarterbacks at that good stage because they haven't put in the time with the work ethic, and they haven't developed into great leaders. And that's something I think every quarterback needs to work on, and I'm still working on it. And those are two things I hope to continue to do. I would just like to thank them for all their support over the past 5 years, from every team I've been on. The support throughout the whole season, at home, on the road, has been tremendous. At bowl games has been exceptional. Our team travels very well. We have a lot of fans. It's felt like a home environment on the road a lot of times, and I know us players really appreciate it. The coaching staff really appreciates it, and it makes it pretty easy to go out there and play at home when your fans are behind you no matter what. And it makes it even better when you're on the road in a tough situation. Your fans are there rooting you on. So I'd just like to thank them for all their support that they've given our teams in the past. Well, that's probably a good friend of mine, James Vandenberg, and I think he knows what kind of advice I would give him, and it kind of goes back to those same two things I talked about before, was your work ethic and leadership as a quarterback are things that are going to be held at a very high standard, and it's very important that you recognize that and put in the time off the field to make sure that you're ready to go on Saturday. And that's the main thing. If you put in the time, things will pay off. Maybe not right away, but in the long run, you'll start to see success. Hi, I'm Ricky Stanzi. Thanks for watching College Football Performance Awards.